Hi, welcome to Breathe Yoga. My name is Ashley Mann, and today I'm going to take you through a sequence of poses that focus on our neck and shoulders. So I'd like for you to begin in a comfortable seated position. You can sit in half lotus like I am with half cross-legged, or if it's more comfortable for you to sit in Sukhasana with the ankles lined up, just go to the place that works for you. So just find that comfortable position, and then I want you to notice what you're doing with your hips. If you're scooping under and kind of rounding out through the spine, just press those fingertips into the earth and just kind of tilt your tailbone back. So now you have length in the spine and maximal space between your ribs and pelvis. Turn your hands palm up so you get a natural external rotation of the shoulders, and if it's available to you, just go ahead and close your eyes. And I wanted you to think about pulling your mind into the space that you're in, where you are on your mat, not worrying about anything you have to do after this practice, anything that led up to this practice, and for the next 30 minutes or so, just focusing on your mind, your body, your spirit. Let's start by taking a cleansing breath, a big round of breath in. Open your mouth, sigh, let it all go. And now if it's available to you to begin to breathe in and out of your nose, do that for just a few rounds of breath. As you breathe, begin to scan your body. Start with the floor where your body makes contact with the floor, all the way up to the crown of your head. Notice if you have any tension, if you're holding stress. Relax your jaw, your face. As it feels good to you, begin to deepen your breath. Let your belly fill with air, and then pull your navel to your spine to push that air out. Allow that breath to transfer from the chest to the belly. Each round of breath you take a little longer, a little deeper than the last. If you know how, maybe making breath with sound, do jai breath, the sound as you breathe in, the ah sound as you breathe out. Take another round of breath. And as you exhale, slowly drop your chin toward your chest. Inhale, lift your head to neutral position, and then slowly exhale, lifting your chin up toward the sky. Let's do that again. Inhale, neutral position. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, neutral position. Exhale, chin to sky. Come back to a neutral position on an inhale. Exhale. Look over your right shoulder. The eyes can be closed if that feels good to you. Inhale back to neutral position. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Range of motion, just do what feels natural to your body. Inhale back to center. One more time, right and left. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Now take your hands, let them rest next to your hips. They don't have to completely press down, but I want you to roll those shoulders down and back. Maybe close your eyes again if that was feeling good to you. Big breath. Drop your right ear toward your right shoulder and think about letting that ear fall down toward the shoulder rather than pulling the shoulder up. And then if it feels good to you and you need a little bit more, you can walk those left fingertips away from your body, and that's going to intensify that stretch. If you need even more here, just gently place the right hand on top of the head. Let the weight of the hand just give a little bit extra. Breathe, jaw relaxed, tongue relaxed. Release the hand. Inhale back to neutral position. Begin to walk the left fingertips in, and then exhale, lift your left shoulder. Just take a moment before you move on. Notice if you need any more. And then if you do, you can walk those right fingertips out. Maybe take the left hand and place it on top of the head. Breathe. And then release that left hand. Inhale up, neutral position. Walk the right fingertips in. So from here, I want you to take your hands, interlock your fingers, place your hands behind your head. Let your head fall back into your hands. Pull your shoulder blades together, opening up across the heart. Take a big round of breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, let it all go. And now from here, slowly let your chin move toward your chest and the elbows move toward the floor, and just let the weight of the hands gently pull on the head. Relax the jaw. Breathe. And take a moment to feel the muscles that support the neck, the cervical spine, down into the muscles around the shoulders. Notice any tension. And now imagine that you're going to draw a smiley face on your chest with your chin, and just gently side to side move the chin, drawing that smiley face. And that range of motion can get bigger as it feels good to your body. The next time you move to the right, take a moment there, hold. Just go to your point of tightness, breathing. Slowly release to center, and then to the left. And then slowly release to center. And clench the hands, placing the hands palm up on the knees. Gently lift the head one vertebrae at a time. Move slowly. Take a round of breath. Exhale, look up toward the sky one more time. And this time I want you to take your bottom teeth out further than your top and stretch your jaw. Release your jaw and inhale back to neutral position. From here, we're going to bring our hands out in front of us, find our way into tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Press the tops of your feet in the earth, and that'll take the weight out of the knees. And then looking to the floor, I want you to make big rotations with your body. So this releases synovial fluid in your shoulders and your hips, loosens those joints as we prepare for our practice. Still focusing on that breath, but don't worry so much about where your inhales, your exhales are. Just breathe and move with your breath. Now notice what you're doing with your knees. As you press forward, press into the tops of the feet, maybe even gently lifting those knees off the earth just a bit so you don't put any pressure in those kneecaps. And then after a few rotations, move the opposite direction. Breathing, and notice if the sensations as you press back through the hips are any different. Coming back to center, neutral spine. Look back in the space you've created with the feet. Scoot the feet where you can't see them. Durga or cat-cow. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the heart. Exhale, round out through the shoulders, press through the hands, pull the navel to the spine. And take 3 more in your own breath. And as you inhale, don't overarch the back too much. Just go to the place that feels good to you. Coming back to neutral spine, just walk those hands out just a bit. You're going to leave your booty up in the air, and I want you to press your chest down, almost like you're moving into child's pose, and then maybe lower your chin to the earth. Breathe. Feel your shoulders. Just take a moment here. Check in with what you're doing with your shoulders. If they're rolling up around your ears, I want you to roll them down toward the floor, letting the armpits move toward the floor so you're relaxing through your shoulders. We'll take one more round of breath here. Now press your hands into the earth, lift up, and use the hands to walk yourself back so you're back in that tabletop position, and then curl the toes under, lifting the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Press your chest toward your toes, and then maybe pedal those feet back and forth if that feels good to you. Bending one knee, pressing through the opposite heel. Relax your head. And if you have tight hamstrings here, just think about bending the knees quite a bit and lifting that tailbone up and back. Now from here, bend both knees, look forward, step forward to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lengthen your spine. Exhale down, and slowly reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up, and exhale your hands to your heart. Now from here, walk your feet to hips distance, little rock forward and backward on the feet. Relax through the shoulders. And when it feels good to you, bring your hands down, palms face forward, shrug your shoulders up, roll them down and back, and breathe. Moving into Dawson or mountain pose. If it feels good to you to close your eyes, do that. Think about lengthening through the crown of the head without pressing the chin forward. Core is engaged. One more breath here. Moving into half sun salutations. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees quite a lot. Lead with the heart. Relax the head, the shoulders at the bottom. Inhale, halfway, lengthening your spine. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, forward fold. And reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale your hands to your heart. If you're still tight, widen the feet or a bigger bend in the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale your hands to your heart. One more time like this. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale, halfway lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Moving into a half sun salutation, we're going to hold it there. Big breath. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen your spine. And as you exhale this time, bend your knees quite a lot. Let your ribs rest on your quad. Shift the weight forward into the toes. And then if it feels good to you, you can bend your elbows, wrap your hands around your elbows, let your body sway a little bit side to side. If you want a little bit more here through the shoulders, take your hands, interlock your fingers behind you and let your fists fall forward. And then maybe gently and slowly you make circles with your head clockwise, counterclockwise. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Let's take a cleansing breath. Big breath in. Open your mouth, exhale, let it all go. Now from here, release your hands to the earth, bend your knees quite a lot, step back to plank position, top of a push-up. So on this first one, I'm gonna hold the plank with the balls of the feet on the earth and press back through my heels. At any point you need to, just drop those knees to the earth. So from here, I want big starfish hands lifting up from my wrist. I'm gonna roll my shoulders down and back, pull my navel to the spine, kind of squeeze your booty, squeeze your quads. Everything should feel like it's working here. I want a nice strong plank. And before you lower down, check in with that. At any point you feel your hips sink to the earth, drop your knees. Exhale, lower down with control. Keep those elbows snug to the body. And then inhale, scoop up to cobra. Shoulders are down and back. Navel pulls the spine. Exhale down slowly. Press to the knees, curl the toes under, finding your way to downward facing dog. And when you get there, feel free to pedal the feet. If you need a cleansing breath, you can take one, whatever feels good to you, your body. And know that child's pose is always available if you need that. On your next exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step forward to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold and reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. We're gonna pick up the pace just a bit. Forward fold, flat back, hinge from the hips. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, plant the hands, step back, plank position, maybe drop to the knees. Exhale, lower down, elbow snug. Inhale, scoop up, cobra. Exhale down, press to your knees, curl the toes under, find your way downward facing dog. Settle in with your breath, check in with your heart rate. And then as you're ready, bend both knees, look forward, step forward to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, reverse swan dive. Inhale all the way up. One more time, Uttanasana, forward fold, flat back, hinging from the hips. Inhale, halfway lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold, plant your hands, step back, plank position. This time I do want you to drop to the knees. I want you to drop to the elbows. And from here, we're gonna take our hands, wrap our hands around the arms so the middle knuckle is on the outside edge. And then from there, bring your hands out in front of you, clasp them together. So we're gonna do some dolphin push-ups. So I want you to curl the toes under, lift into your plank, and then press your chest toward your toes. Belly is strong. Press forward. Press back. Move on your breath. Pressing forward. Press back. Pressing forward. Belly strong. Press back. So working on strengthening the shoulders, the core. One more time. press back, and we're gonna hold. Now from here, you can walk those feet forward if you want a little bit more of a stretch through the shoulders. Notice if you're gripping your hands tight, try to relax through the fingers. Press your chest toward your toes as if you were in downward facing dog. And we're gonna take a couple rounds of breath here. The closer you walk your feet to your elbows, the more intense of a stretch you're gonna feel. So just go to the place that works for you and breathe. If you want a little bit more here, you could even lift one foot to the sky and then maybe switch that out. At any point you get tired of this, we're just gonna rest in child's pose. So if you're ready, go ahead and bring those big toes together, separate the knees, sit back on the heels, and take a moment in child's pose. And after dolphin, I like to wrap my arms around my body like parentheses, palms up, and just let those shoulders move toward the floor to relax. This is your opportunity to settle into your breath. One more breath here. Let it be a cleansing breath. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Now from here, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up to tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Curl the toes under. Press back, downward facing dog. When you get there, maybe pedal those feet again. So from here, inhale the right foot up behind you. We're gonna exhale, swing it through, come into a crescent lunge. So we're on the ball of the back foot, kind of squeeze those thighs, shoulders relaxed, and inhale up to standing. Take your hands to the sky. If you need to, drop the back knee, and that's okay. And tuck the toes, relax through the shoulders. From here, I want you to pull your shoulder blades together, press the palms of the hands forward, pull the navel to the spine so you're not overarching through the back, and then maybe press the heart forward and look up. Breathe. One more round of breath here. Reach through the hands, bring the hands to the earth. If the back knee's down, just curl the toes under, lift that knee, and then step that right foot back to meet the left. From here, we're gonna move into side arm balance. Take the right hand to the center of the mat. Maybe drop the right knee. We're on the big toe side of the left foot. If you wanna lift that leg, just bring it behind the left, maybe stack the feet, and then lift up through the hips. Breathe. So I want you to just observe here what's going on with your body. Are you pressing completely into the heel of the hand? Are you using the core to lift yourself up? Notice if you got a little shake going on. Now slowly with control, I want you to bring your left hand back to the earth. Try not to fall. Find your plank position and exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, scoop up to cobra, shoulders down and back. Exhale down, press to the knees, curl the toes under, pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a round of breath, let it go. And as you're ready, inhale the left foot up behind you, and we're gonna exhale, swing it through, come into our crescent lunge. Press back through the back heel, relax the shoulders, inhale up. This time I'm gonna keep the back knee up. Make sure the hips are square, belly is strong, and just pull the shoulder blades together, palms face forward. Big breath, exhale, look up. Think about strengthening those shoulder muscles. Try not to have the shoulders up around the ears. Let them roll down and back. One more round of breath here. Lengthen through those arms, slowly bring those hands to the earth. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Now we're gonna take the left hand to the center of the mat, move into your side arm balance. So here, if you just wanna drop that knee, that's okay. Lift up through the hip. Think about squeezing the bottom oblique muscle. Breathe. So just another variation here if you need a little support. Now, wherever you are, I want you to slowly, with control, bring that right hand to the earth. Find your plank position. Exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, scoop up, shoulders down and back, navel pulls the spine. Exhale down, curl the toes under. Find your way downward facing dog. Press your chest toward your toes. Inhale that right foot up behind you. Exhale, swing it through Virabhadrasana 1. So in Warrior 1, the back heel turns down, and we're gonna inhale up, shoulders relax. So you wanna not have sassy booty. Sassy booty is where you really arch through the back and you have a back bend. Pull the hips forward so the core is engaged and you have length in the lumbar spine. From here, we're gonna move into Humble Warrior. I want you to take those hands behind you, interlock the fingers, big breath. Exhale, press your fist toward the floor, opening your heart. If you feel good here, stay here. If you want a little more, big breath in. And you're just gonna slowly hinge into that right hip and let that right shoulder fall just inside the right knee. Now when you get there, the weight kind of shifts, so squeeze those thighs in toward one another. Relax your head, breathe. Take one more breath here. And then slowly release those hands to the earth. Just walk those hands back. So we're in a wide-legged forward fold. The edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, forward fold, keep the fingertips in the same direction as your toes. And then maybe you walk those hands back toward your heels and then actively press your hands into the earth to pull the crown of the head toward the floor. And then check in with your elbows. If they're flaring out like butterfly wings, pull them in so they're in line with your shoulders. Relax your toes, relax your face, your jaw. Now inhale, halfway lengthen the spine. Turn the toes to the corners of the room. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale all the way up to standing. We're gonna exhale down into goddess pose, but take our arms into Garudasana or eagle arms. So left arm's gonna come out front, right elbow on top of the left. You can marry the backs of the hands or the palms of the hands and then reach up through those fingertips. Breathe, try to keep your face relaxed. Eyes on a focal point. Embrace that fire that starts to build in the legs. One more round of breath here. And then as you're ready, release your hands to prayer hands. Slowly come up to standing. Give me a big breath in. And then slowly exhale, forward fold, hinging into those hips. And then when you get there, walk your feet back in so the edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of the mat. Inhale, halfway lengthen and just start to walk those hands over to the right heel and lower down the booty toward the floor. So the weight is in the heel rather than the toes, and lengthen that left leg. Shoulders are relaxed. Breathe. And then if the edges of the foot come off, you're sinking your booty low, the edge of that left foot comes off the floor, you can press into the heel, point the toe, and maybe bring your hands up to prayer hands. Eyes on a focal point for balance. When you get ready to come out of this, press your hands into the earth. Kind of press forward onto the ball of that foot, lifting the booty. Inhale and then exhale as you take it to the left side, sinking down through the heel. Now remember, one side of your body is going to be a little tighter than the other, so slowly move into it and find the place that works for you. One more breath. Bring your hands to the earth. We're just going to walk our hands all the way to the front of the mat, step the right foot back to meet the left position, and exhale, lower down with control. Inhale, scoop up, shoulders down and back, navel to spine. Exhale down, press to the knees, curl the toes under, pressing back, downward facing dog. Inhale that left foot up behind you. Exhale, swing it through, warrior one, back heel turns down, inhale up. Pull the navel to the spine, relax through the toes, breathe. Take the hands behind you as you're ready, interlock the fingers, press your fists to the floor, big breath in, and then maybe you exhale into it. Only go here if this is what your body needs today. Relax your toes, relax your head, kind of squeeze those thighs together so all of the weight of the body is not in the head, and breathe. One more round of breath here. And then slowly release those hands to the earth. We're going to take another wide-legged forward fold. Go ahead and walk those hands back to the right foot. Inhale, halfway lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Fingertips in the same direction as the toes, actively pressing those hands into the earth. Breathe. One more round of breath here. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Turn the toes to the corners of the room. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale up to standing. Exhale down to goddess pose. And this time we're going to take our right arm out first, then the left. Marry the backs of the hands, palms of the hands. Reach up through the hands. Kind of separate those shoulder blades just a bit. Breathe. One more breath here. Slowly release those hands to prayer hands. Inhale up to standing. This time we're going to take our hands behind us, interlock the fingers, big breath in. Slowly hinge into those hips. Let the hands fall above the head. You can release the hands at any point you need to. Maybe you make circles with the head. Counterclockwise, clockwise. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. And release the hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Walk your hands back to the front of the mat. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And from here, just want you to bring your knees to the earth and step back into child's pose. Relax through the shoulders. Relax your face. One more breath. And now from here, press your hands into the earth. Walk yourself up. Swing those legs around in front of you. Extend the feet out. Roll the thighs in. Sit up nice and tall. Maximal space between the ribs and pelvis. Big breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Relax the shoulders. Use your breath here. As you inhale, let your body rise. As you exhale, let your body pull forward. And take one more breath. Inhale up. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Scoot your booty to meet your heels. Lie straight back. And from here, we're going to hug our knees into our chest. Give ourselves a little love. A little rock side to side. And then as you're ready, extend your feet out for Shavasana or corpse pose. Turn the palms up. Relax through the fingers. Let your body rest on the earth. Relax your eyes, your mouth, your jaw. Letting your head be heavy, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, your hips, the backs of your legs, your heels. If you have the opportunity to remain here for at least 5 minutes, please do so and just let your body rest. Think about resting your mind, and for some of us, this may be the hardest pose. If you need to follow me, we're just going to take a couple more rounds of breath here. And then wiggle the fingers, the toes. Make circles with your wrists or ankles if that feels good to you. Extend your hands over your head, stretch from head to toe, big breath. Exhale, roll to your right side in a comfortable position, maybe pulling those knees in and just taking a moment to give yourself a positive affirmation for moving your body today. And then slowly, as you're ready, with eyes heavy, eyes closed, pulling yourself up to a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. And let's close our practice by inhaling, reaching our hands to the sky, big breath in. Exhale your hands to your heart. This breath is for a balanced body. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky, create space. Exhale your hands to your heart. This breath is for an encouraging mind. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky, creating space. Exhale your hands to your heart, breathing for a replenished spirit. And one more time, inhale, reach your hands to the sky, create space. Exhale your hands to your heart. This breath is for me to you, a breath of my thanks and gratitude for spending this time with me on Breathe Yoga. Namaste.